All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of Clash for the Cash. We've got a couple teams here that, strangely enough, all play on the same team, but they've decided to cannibalize each other, so good for them. We got the Marshall brothers versus Sam and Fernando. And looks like Bob I'll be able to make this pretty easily. And he does, and they go up 1-0. So, how's everybody doing out there this evening? All right. And I'll have to do some digging. I don't know if this is alternating break or if they're doing winter break, as I was not here for the break of the first game. And Bruce spread them apart pretty well. It looks like it came up dry. Give Fernando opportunity to come up. Really strikes 14's only problem ball. Well, hello, Miss Kelly. I'll let them know that you send your greetings. And I think Sam just tried to force follow that, but he cleared it out, and I'll bring Bob up. That's I'm not sure. I think it'd be easier to leave that 5-2-7 down there for the end, but maybe there's enough angle there to get over and have a shot at the one, get come back up table, take care of the rest of them. It looked like he was going to try to stun forward with it some, and make things a bit more difficult. I don't know when they plan on taking care of this one ball. I think he's going to have a clean look at that 15. Nice shot there. Uh-oh. And it looks like that eight's gonna block that 15 there. And Sam's looking at it like maybe the 15 will pass or he can force it through. And if, if it wasn't for the idea of scratching, I would say you use the three to carry him into the eight, try to clear it up, clear it away from there. But and they're trying to take a look, see if they can get past the five ball there to shoot the 10. It looks like it goes. You may have to just use some inside swerve around a little bit. You'll catch it a little thick, but and it looks like they're going to shoot safe. And he tried to tie the one up there, but it's like, and it looks like he's going to get hung behind that three. And a good job there by Fernando getting to the ball. But now it should be pretty simple. Bruce can just kind of follow this up and float down towards the one ball. it looks like, and it came up dry. It's going to bring Bruce up. Stripes look pretty easy here. I think it'd be a pretty simple choice. Uh, and he hit that just a little too hard, but nothing you can't get past. You can go ahead and clear off the bottom half of the table if you want to start with the 15, but I think he's going to shoot the combination. And well done there. Left a nice angle there. He should just be able to draw back for the 10. And he just kind of forced that. I think we'll see Fernando shoot the 2 here. It looks like he's going to try to, yeah, just shooting safe. And I mean, I think he's going to get behind that 4. He's got to not hit it too hard, so the English will take. And he's kind of fouled and opened everything up, but he has tied that 13 or the 3 to the 15 there. I expect Sam will probably try to shoot it up into the side. Just leave him rested right up against it. They take see Fernando take the 2 here. And he's going to be a little wide there. And really, there's you know you and he could pocket the 15, but there's still really nothing to shoot as far as the 10's concerned. I don't think it gets past the 4 ball there. I think Fernando's trying to figure out because really him pocketing anything unless he wants, unless he can leave the four. I mean, if he could pocket the three, leave the seven there, and move the cue ball off the four to break those two up. And Fernando again going to leave him behind the eight here. And if I'm Bruce, I don't know if I really want to take a swing at breaking that 10 up. And he hit it well. Kind of left pretty easy out here. Sam just lightly hits this thing in. Three, three will fit up fairly naturally. And got a friendly bump there. Fernando should just be able to come off this bottom rail here up to the seven. Stop shot on the four and the eight in the opposite corner. But it looks like he's going to follow it around here. Just a little strong, but the four is there kind of as a bailout if he wants it. And he's got a bit of an angle here. So if he just kind of stuns, he should come up on the short side of the eight over there. Just like that. And that'll put Sam and Fernando up 2-1. And for those of you out there, they're tuned in. Check out the Facebook page, Classic Q. I think Chaz has a couple tournaments coming up this month. I believe there's going to be a Scottish doubles 10 ball and an 8 ball tournament. And of course, anything that has to do, if anything's Fargo based, know that you got to have 200 games, or your partner needs 200 games. If they don't, they're just, I don't think they're going to allow them to play. Looks like Sam Fernando are going to take solids here. And we can tell how how committed Bob is to his game here. He's over here sending messages to people in chat while he's playing. Oh, that's going to leave things a bit more difficult. I mean, the six is still there, but shooting directly over the ball is not where you want to be. And that 12 ball is just a little, might be a little bit too far past. But if he does shoot it, just keep the speed to a minimum. A good shot there. And that six kind of got him tied up here. So, I mean, do you just, oh, and he got dangerous there. And good job clearing up that eight. Or sorry, the six ball. And it's going to be a little bit more difficult for Fernando here. He's not going to, I mean, he could have access to the entire cue ball, but he had to jack up pretty good because he just kind of has to stun over here to get this hole on the seven. And he, I don't know if he's going to try to just stop it here. Yeah, nice way to clear it out, leave a nice easy shot on the 10. Just follow it up a little bit. Let Bob come back 2 rails for the 15. Oh, but it looks like he's going to shoot the 15 first. Maybe just leave him behind the 8. Yeah, didn't quite catch it as full as you wanted to. I think he wanted to hold behind that 8 there. What's up, Mr. Campo? How are you doing this evening? Yeah. Well, that's what I was doing up until about 40 minutes ago. And Sam should just be able to hit this ball with a heavy dose of top, come off that end rail there because he's got a little bit of an angle. So maybe put about a half tip outside. And yeah, I mean, he had a lot of table to work with there. Maybe he was just trying to be just a little too perfect and think Bob's going to try to hide him behind the eight here. But no, he cuts it. And I think that'll seed that game. New Jersey. Is that where the Marshall family resides from? Bob and Bruce, I think, are too friendly to be from that far north. And Sam gets the five up in the corner. Looks like the four is going to settle in. And I think that seven, yeah, the seven goes by the 10 easily. So I suspect it should go by fairly quickly. Oh, no. And a good shot there by Bruce. The only problem really is getting back to that six, but I suspect he's going to come back towards the middle of the table. And they'll shoot, going to end up having to shoot the seven down. And if he shoots this, got to make sure to get the cue ball back out towards that eight because that seven ball is going to split down the rail there. But he decides just to duck the pocket and not really leave Sam much to shoot at here. He's calling the 12 cross corner there. And if he wanted to, he could just thin that three, leave the cue ball on the end rail down there behind the eight. Old Bob hit that thing like it owed him money. See if he can just cut that four into the side over there, but and that was a good shot by Bruce. Ducked in the pocket, not really leaving him anything to shoot at. Yeah, good job by Fernando there, making a little something out of nothing. And Bob's just going to thin it and head over to that side long rail over there. So it's going to leave him shooting a combination. I don't think the 13 clears the 15 there. Now that 11, on the other hand, he might be able to cut in if he wants to try it, which I believe he's going to. And he's wide right. Sure, if you're a Buffalo Bills fan, you know what that was about. And it looks like he's got his choice of 13 or 14 to shoot at. Shoot the 14, leave it there, let 13 up back up to the side there. But that was not their plan. And now Fernando's got a decision to make. I would think you just maybe thin the 10, leave the cue ball right beside the 3. Kind of like that, but not having pocketed the ball. And if And a good job there, leaving a shot on the 10. And we got Mr. Adam Wallace in the house this evening. Oh, and here comes Miss Carrie Edwards. Lord have mercy. And we got Mr. Richard Thorne here. Everyone's coming out of the woodworks this evening. Nice shot there by Bob. If he just kind of stops it right here, should be able to get should be able to go 3 rails to get the 8. Oh, and Fernando got a little love there, keeping it sporty. Good job there by Sam, kind of pushing into the 8. And Fernando puts it down. Now they're now up 4-1. All right, let's see if Bob and Bruce can get on track here. And the 6 was heading dead to the corner. That cue ball just kind of stopped it from getting there. Now brings Sam to the table. Really nothing clear to shoot at here. If he wants to bank to 15, I know he likes to bank balls, so maybe, yeah, I guess he can shoot that 13. I didn't. And I think at this point we've kind of got ourselves a right and proper mess. There we go. Yeah, we'll see if Bruce shoots 7 and see if the cue ball carries him into the 2 to move it out a little bit off the 13. And a great shot there by Bruce. Cue ball rolled out a little much, but that's going to be hard to control as thin as he hit that. They've opened the table up quite a bit here, so and he got that thing back there. I think it's a bit further than he had anticipated. Nice speed control there from Fernando. Should leave the 10 up for the corner. He might be able to get up behind the 13 there, but he just didn't quite get enough on it. So now I suspect we might see Fernando perhaps come off the 12, go back behind the 8-13 right there. Oh, and now you got to figure out how you're going to get over and clear that 2 up. And it looks like the brothers Marshall are gonna take a talk about this for a second. And great shot there by Bob. I mean, they can still see a 13, but it makes it a lot more difficult, especially trying to control the cue ball. But he might be able to keep it 3-4 rails there. And now the eight's kind of sideways there. I think from Bruce, I'm just going to try to get some distance here. Not so much worry about pocketing that 4. But I think Fernando might. It's hard to tell if he can get to that 11 or not. Yeah, it doesn't look like he thinks so. And here, I mean, you just kind of bring the cue ball back towards you. And now, I mean, I guess it could be kind of natural, just but shooting it into the side at that angle. I mean, you can't hit it too terribly hard. Oh, and he got some love there, a little too much love. So that's going to be a problem. And Sam with a little poke and hope there. Not anything he could really do. And this could certainly be what Bob and Bruce need to keep things on the right side of the margin. But Bob has decided to make it a bit more interesting. I'm sure Sam will probably. I mean, the bank's there, and he's usually not too scared of banking, but I wouldn't be. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what he's got up his sleeve here. And we gotta be careful though, Bruce. You can hit it too softly. That shouldn't be too difficult. There we go. And that'll get the brothers Marshall 4-2. Who's that, Vinny? Who shot twice? And not a
terrible, not a terrible spread. Got a only a, really only the 15. Going to give anybody any grief here. Watch out for that side there. There we go. Should be nice, easy shape for the 14. But he's going to shoot the 14 now. I really thought he would have shot the 12. And Fernando might be able to. No, I don't think the 2 makes it past the 11 here. I expect that's what he's going to be. Well, no, he can get the 2 all the way down to the corner here if he wanted to. But and he's just been flirting with those side pockets for the last few shots. There you go. Got back to that 13 ball, it looks like. Oh, slow down, ball, slow down. It's a little, probably a little straighter than you like if you're trying to break that 15 out. Yeah, I really think probably needed it a bit further up table, but I mean, I suppose you could. And Bob will probably try to do this. Probably try to go 2, maybe 3 rails back into that 8 ball. And there it is. That was a great shot by Bob there. And nice touch there by Bruce. And this ought to bring the Marshall brothers within 1. They also had the benefit of the break coming in. I guess looking at the comments, we know who the home team is here, even if the family is away. And the cue ball falls down into the side. There you go. Nice shot to break that two out. Get rid of that end of the table so you only got a half a table to worry about. All right. Well, that five's kind of holding that pocket hostage. Looks like he's going to try to shoot 12 in the side there. And now they've got the seven ball surrounded down there on the end rail. Oh, and Bob just got a little hard there. And I mean, I'm saying, I'm telling Fernando, you got to shoot that too. You this is going to pretty much leave the one if he wants to break that seven out, but I don't see that happening. Now it looks like Bruce and Bob are kind of painted into a corner here. Well, it looks like they may have solved the 7 problem. He must have not thought that 7 would go past. It looks like they're going to take a time out here and talk about this. Oh, I'm not so certain that's not a. It kind of must have ball hops like that. You got a foul involved, but nobody nobody seems to think anything of it. And now we're gonna see if that 7 goes now. Perhaps I don't know. That 4 is close to it, so he might not be able to get to it. Yeah, no, it looks like he can't get past it. He should just follow this around. That's a pretty steep cut, not unmakeable, but he does have to worry about that side coming back to him. Yeah, because he's not shooting it with inside, so. And it kind of looks like that 11-13 is there. I think that's exactly what Bob's going to shoot at. Oh, and the cue ball just got away from him. And he's gonna seed that game, so that's gonna bring it to 5-3. And Fernando lets it fly. I'm just gonna. I imagine we'll see Bob probably shoot the 5-7. Maybe not. 5 goes clean. Sorry, I was looking at the table, not the screen here. There we go. And see if Bruce can just kind of bring the cue ball back to the middle of the table here. And you just got to get a little unlucky there, jarring that 7. So we'll see Fernando shoot the 14. Watch out for that 1 ball. And just slide the 13 up the rail there. After we clear off this 11 ball. And now they got that 4 ball tied up. There we go. 2 rails back to the 3. I don't know if he's going to. And that was a great effort there by Bruce. And it wouldn't surprise me to see Sam just kind of play safe and clear the 6 off. Just like that. I mean, yeah, he's going to shoot for that corner, but I suspect it'll be more of a safe shot than anything. But I could be wrong with that speed. And kind of unfortunate to not really improve the position of the 4 in the event that San Fernando do miss something. Oh, and I suspect we'll probably see the 15 in the side here. Well, now looks like he just essentially stopped the ball there like he did. Sam shoot the other one. Either he could do this. The corner would probably be best given the angle, but looking at the table, it almost looks like the side would be just as easy. Good shot there. Fernando should be able to clean this up, and that'll put him up 6-3. Right. And let's see if Bruce can get a good break on him this time. And again, that side pocket's got him. And really look, salads are looking all right. Stripes don't look bad. Oh, and Sam wanted to try to. He did it the right way. Just got jarred up. So I imagine now we'll see the 395, but didn't get that 9 cleared out. Let's see. And Bruce is gonna. He's got a. I'm thinking, man, it's not the best to look at, but he can shoot the three. Kind of put him in the trying to put the cue ball in the stack, so to speak. And I tell you what, that's about as good as you could ask to end up. Imagine Bob will probably try to shoot that 7 into the side there. And pretty smooth there, playing it off the 6. And there we go. And he got the 4 he can shoot at now. And looks like going to end up having to put the 6 in the corner here because that kind of gave San Fernando a get out of jail free card. he's going to shoot. Maybe he's going to try to leave the cue ball up near the pocket. So they're just making the bet that they can't clear it out. Oh, and lucky not to clip the 15 ball and end up in the corner pocket there. And Fernando just easing it into the corner. Oh, 1/13 into the side there. I guess he's going to shoot the 15 first. Mm, Perhaps traveled a little bit further than he really wanted it to. But Sam should be able to use that 6 ball as a insurance against scratching. Just like that. Oh, and Fernando got a little quick on that. Yeah, that personally, I think I would shot the one on its own because you kind of get natural shape as long as you don't hit it too hard. Coming back to put the 3 in the same corner. And that'll give Sam and Fernando 7, and it will be their break. Junior, I'm not certain. I suspect most of the time these guys are racing to 11. And Fernando got something to fall there. I didn't see exactly what it was, but I did hear it. And the solids are kind of nice there. Let's see here. Get to 13. Just kind of stop it there. The 15 doesn't really go by the 5. So, you just shoot this, follow off the rail. Don't, so you can come back, put the 15 up in that corner that he's looking at now. And they're going to talk about it here for a second. Well, he did get the 9. So looks like probably going to be shooting the 15 up to the corner there. I expect we'll probably see him shoot the 3 in the side here. Come back around. And then 5 will be open all the way down to the corner there. The 4 does go. I think that's exactly where he's going. And got it thick, but kind of left 15 in a spot. So I wouldn't necessarily want to pocket this 11. And I don't know if he's looking to perhaps thinking he's going to bank the 15 back to him. I mean, because if you miss it, you kind of sold out. Maybe he's just going to shoot safe here, improve his lie, so to speak. Mm, I don't know if 7 fits between there, but it looks like it does. That's what he's going to shoot for. And just nudges at 11 on the way by. I think Bob might try it. Yeah, it's kind of a hard position here. I think he's calling it, but I think he's just trying to get the cue ball the other end of the table. Oh, This should be a pretty simple out from here. Mm, Looks like he's going to shoot the four of the corner. Nice touch there. And Sam should go up to that top right corner there, unless he's going to try to shoot the seven now. 'Cause oh no, and he scratched. So it should be 11 ball to the opposite side there. Just hit a little stop shot. Leave the eight to that bottom left corner. And there they go. Pick up a game. Going to bring total up 7-4. And it's going to be Bob's break, or Bruce's break again. Let's see if Bruce can keep a little bit better control of the cue ball. There we, there we go. Got a little traffic there on the foot end. And really look like solids will probably be the play here. And got that one a little thin. Let's see what Bob's going to come up with here. And he came up short there. And he got that cleared out. And I don't know if Fernando's going to try to shoot that 12 and draw the ball into the 10. I don't think, not really quite the time for that. I imagine maybe Sam tries to come up behind the 6, shoot that 13. He's able to clear the front side of it. And I think Bob's just going to try to get 4 ball out of the area there. And we'll see if Fernando maybe he plays off the 14, off into that. Nope, he looks like he can see that 10 ball. Not enough. Not hard enough. Oh, Bruce, got to get it there. Got to get it there. And looks like he's going to play the 14-12 here. Or 14-10. Yeah, 12. Sorry. Well, that's going to put Fernando in a bit of a pickle. I don't know if he can get behind that 1 to make contact with the 10. Yeah, it looks like that's what he's looking at. Nice shot there. Now Bob, I think, is going to return the favor, go back behind the 8, hit the 1. Try to leave the cue ball back behind the 8, but I think he's going to pocket the 6 now. And not a bad safety type shot there. But he's calling the 14. I think he's going to try to slide in behind that 3. And he did. And the cue ball is just hanging. That's clean living, I suppose. And a great shot by Fernando there. Just left Sam in a lurch. And his brother Marshall going to talk about it for a second. I think if he wants to, if he's really wanting to think about breaking that five out, come in, you're going to need a bit flatter angle coming into it. But once you do that, you're committed to running them out. And it looks like they decided against it. And this is kind of a more natural way to get into it if that's what they're going to do. But and that's going to be the sixes might save them here. And this would be a hell of a shot by Fernando. Whew. Just jammed it up. And I think at this point, get pocketing the ball, just push all the way up table, make them shoot at it, get ball in hand, or at least have them clear that bad boy out of there. Well, he might be able to follow this thing in there, and it's kind of dangerous. Oh yes, but Bruce can thin this one ball ever so carefully. Hold hold that cue ball to the rail, leave the one in front of the eight, and make them kick at it. Uh, this is testy right here, but came up as nice as you could ask for. And here goes the corner side pocket. Ooh. And let's see if Bob tries to pull the same shot his brother just pulled. Indeed, he did. And I think that one's probably frozen to the rail now, so. I think he's just going to intentionally. He might intentionally foul here. If he was going to try to hit it, you come down to this head rail around the first diamond from the right and bring it 2 rails back to the one. But now Sam's made some working space there. Uh, and I think that might have just left a little bit too much room for Fernando there. No, well, it looks like they're going to call timeout and talk about it. And I think he's just going to push it into the one. Made more room. And we'll get another intentional foul here from Bruce. Oh, now he's definitely left too much room. This should be a pretty straightforward shot for Sam. That'll put him 8. And there it goes. All right, that's going to bring Fernando up to break. And he just lets loose on it. Looks like they're going to go ahead and take solids here. Oh, and it's going to leave him a little stuck, but Sam can always go rail first into that 5 ball if he chooses to. He's got the 1. And I don't know if that 3 gets past the 15, but it looks like Fernando's going to go rail first, and unless he can see the entire side of it, which he could, but going to leave his partner hidden. Really, he's gonna try to kick that three, which he does. And they got a little work to do here. And Bob smartly pockets that ball. And Fernando's yeah, good. Got it broken up. There you go. And Bruce, good speed there. And to see Bob put 12 in the side there. Slow down. And the shot on the 15 is there. Or you can shoot the 9 in the side, whichever you're more comfortable with. And good speed there from Bruce. Kind of leaves a natural shape for if he shoots 14. Hey, can he? Oh, he's just going to hide him back there. He can probably see the side of that 2 ball. Oh, and that's dangerous taking the short side of that 2 like that. But it worked out for him. Well, now that 11 shouldn't be a problem now. He can take the 14, one rail shape for the 11, stop it there, 9. I think Bruce can go one rail. Just watch, make sure you don't catch that 2. And not quite straight enough to really be a stop shot, but he can kind of carry him into that. And Bob's over there praying. See if Bruce can put this down, get him to 5. And he does. And this time we'll get to see Bob break. I think this might be only the second time. Seems like it's always falling on Bruce. And given the circumstances, I think Bob and Bruce got feel pretty good, only being 3 games down. No, not the corner. But they are spread out very well. Fernando, a little unexpected there. Maybe the 6 goes, use, but the 5, there's no really, that's pretty thin. It should leave you shot for the 3 as long as you don't hit it too hard. But he escapes all of it. That man is a magician. It looks like it'd be 1 in the corner, 5 in the side, 3 in the corner, and it's going to be a little bit of a touchy shot. Really just want to kind of just slide into the 3, provided there's enough clearance there by the 12 to get to the 8. He might be able to get position to shoot that in the side, but he's going to be a little long. But it will cut down to this bottom corner. I think that's what Fernando's looking at now. Yeah, you can just kind of hit that like he was a little worried the cue ball was going to get away from him. Oh no. Looks like Sam and Fernando could very well reach 9 here. Down it goes. Now bring Fernando to break again. Oh, Fernando puts one in the corner. He didn't really catch that rack square, or there we had something loose there. Just didn't get much separation. Really, I mean, it's strikes might be the play here. I mean, solids aren't horrible because you can clear the 8 out, shoot the 2. Looks like they are going to, in fact, take solids. I think Bob just kind of pulled the trigger a little fast there. Now, now Sam wants to clear those out. He can, cutting the 12 into the corner. Hmm, I don't know. Can Fernando see the 10 there to shoot to the side? Well, I think that 13 might have him buttered up. And looks like Bruce is going to try to put that 5 back to him. I think, yeah, with that angle, he might be able to get behind where that 10 can go on the side there. But he tried to clear that 13 out. I think Sam's going to try to use that 5 as insurance, perhaps. Oh, and old Bruce just wanted to go ahead and just keep on shooting there. Bob had to kind of get after him for a second. Oh no. Oh. Well, he didn't really do Bruce any favors here, or Bob, shall I say. And the question is going to be, what do you do with the two there? Are the oh, I got confused there for a second. And Fernando's going to have his choice of 11 or 14. Looks like he's going to take the 11. And it's going to be tough to hold here. But I think Fernando's got enough cover there. He can shoot. He might get that 8 back towards him. Or if he just hits it soft enough just to get the 8 ball to the rail. He's calling the opposing corner. Be worried about the scratch here. And then this should be fairly simple getting out here. Oh, and Sam's just going to walk it down the rail here. Caught it a little thick. If you just hit this with bottom left, it should be pretty natural getting back to the two. Man, Bruce talking it over with him, but it's just kind of tough. They're gonna trying to leave a shot on the three. You try to hold it, you run the risk of not hitting the two enough, or even are getting dead on top of the three off angle. That's a great shot by Bruce, but and this I think Bob's going to try to bank it back to him. And this should put Sam and Fernando on the hill. And such it is. And we'll see Bruce break again. And Bruce with a great break this time. And a little soft shot here. If that five goes by the four, you can just kind of float into that area right there. And hope, hope Bob can get past the five to the four. Nice. Well done. Now he just kind of can't really do a whole lot here outside of maybe just put the cue ball directly behind the eight. I guess he sees him seeing the side of the seven there. Oh, and he pulled the foul, but he did tie that 11 up. I imagine with this cushion, we'll probably see Sam try some things he might not normally. Hmm. Fernando, I don't know if he can clear that 8 out of there. Imagine we'll see Sam go rail first here if he doesn't shoot the 10. That was a smooth stroke, just left the 14 in a little enviable position there. I guess Sam thinking if he kicks it, Renette, they'll naturally get into that 7 ball. But there's really no danger in shooting it. And that was a good shot. Didn't quite clear it the way he expected he might, but going to leave it easy safety here. I think Bob's just going to lightly hit this one. And Sam probably go 3 rails, try to kick into this. No, I guess he's just going to go 1. That's a good shot. Good run at it. And a good shot there by Bruce, clearing that out. Bob shouldn't have any problem pocketing the 5. Get back on the other side of the 8, put the 8 in the same corner. And just hit that a bit harder than I think he wanted to. And that was a great shot by Bruce there. Get him to 6. Him being on the hill, see if Fernando get a good break, and he certainly got him spread out. Another thing, I think if we want stripes, the 14's probably your play. And Sam thinks he can see enough of that 11. Oh no, not the side. Ah, and Bob walks away, wiping sweat off his brow. There we go. Nice touch there by Bruce. I don't know if you just shoot the 12 up in the corner there, because even if you run into the 9, you still got the 13 up into the corner there. No, he just came a little thick to that one. And this could be problematic for them. I say I'm just going to follow it up here. I'll leave him at 7 in the side. If he brings it back up towards the middle of the table, I have the 1 or the 2 to shoot at. But that was a little too hard there. All right, Sam still got the 1 to shoot at. Well, now it looks like he's going to shoot the 5 back to the corner if he's going to shoot anything offensive. And he's going to call it. But he does some work for Bob and Bruce. We'll see if Sam. Yeah. And he gets that there. Fernando should didn't have a terribly difficult shot. Strike it firm, not hard. And he struck that well. And this could be the curtain call. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will do it. Pleasantries all the way around. The guys will be back shooting league a little bit. I don't know if they played Tuesday, if they're going to be playing tomorrow. Look like that'll be that, ladies and gentlemen. We do appreciate you tuning in this evening. Remember, there is Sunday, or I'm sorry, Friday. We'll have a ball spot tournament. Then, of course, Sunday tournament, and I believe, like I said earlier, Chaz's got a couple tournaments coming up, a 10 ball and an 8 ball. So just check with the Facebook page, or check with Chaz or Darren and see what is upcoming, and we will see you then. Hey guys, it looks like old Booter and Carter are looking for a game this evening. So if you want to come down here, get something going, just reach out through here, or if you know how to get a hold of Booter, you'd be pretty easy to do. And we will see you guys here soon.